Hyperchild, thank you for the 58 months. And good afternoon, happy Friday. Happy time zone. Yeah. Happy Friday. Singing Blueberry, thank you for the 14. Bonjour. And for support. Ooh, we are. Guess what? It's crazy, I know. We are playing Stardew today. Wow. We are playing more Stardew Valley? Ain't no way. Such a new thing.
Bonjour.
Put a twist? Yeah. I forgot the start recording button. There's no way. What? Would never. How dare I? I would say less trying and more just doing it. Because as long as I have the money to afford the cow, it is just faster. And I'm pretty sure I should have the money to always afford it. No reason I shouldn't be doing it. It just might be a little awkward on poor runs. Haven, thank for the 10 months. The helping? I mean, did she hit the middle? Wow, she hit the middle for once. Too bad it was on the last day. And I'm not zoomed in. I paid attention enough to see if it hit the middle. If it hit day 1, sure, I probably would have played it, but when you hit on day 4 and the parsnips are basically already grown, I'm not gonna play that. That day wasn't really that bad. It didn't even feel that bad, but it was. I guess it was. It's not as bad as I thought. Ugh. Yes. I love how cursed that chest location is now. It's actually very it's so cursed. The correct spot, but to a lot it doesn't make sense. Storage isn't terrible, but it's not good. Good enough for a warm-up, I guess. Eh. Not great so far. These floors are not good. Thank you for not helping me. Hopefully I just get the ladder at the start here and there's a free floor. That was great. I don't care about having world record. I care about having a time that I want. My PB loses a minute, or loses almost 2 minutes to a crystal fruit. I lose almost 2 minutes to a crystal fruit. Not even like fishing, not even animals, not mines. I lose 2 minutes to a crystal fruit. Nah, the goal is like 205. Not saying that there isn't time saved from like other fishing segments and whatever and mining stuff, but again, like I just lose an absurd amount of time to something that shouldn't even, I should never lose time to. Honestly, I'm less salty about the crystal fruit. I'm just more like done with the question of, streamer, you have world record. Why are you still running? Because that happens at any time that I run CC or like perfection. It's like, don't you have world record? Why are you running? Yeah, because professional athletes in other sports quit their sport as soon as they are the best in the world. Ah, yes. Makes total sense. Usain Bolt should have just quit after his first world record. Like, no one's gonna beat him, right? Why bother improving it? $230 floor 20 is not awful. Missing a topaz. I'll have. But it's more just going for a time that I'm happy with, which is around a 2:05. And then I'll move on. Move on to what? I don't know. Move on. Probably actually be viewer voted, even though giving you guys an option just means one thing. So. I'll probably only do like one run of it, so who cares? If there's big enough improvements and I really want to do it, sure. Like, realistically, if there's a big enough improvement that makes sub 2 realistic, then yeah, I'll probably come back to it. But, currently you would have to shave off, like, realistically, like 5 minutes to make that reasonably possible. Because I don't really want to be resetting for 20-minute mines. They're not common enough. Like, if I was resetting for 20-minute mines, we'll get a run out of mines like once every like 3 days worth of streams. Like, I'm not interested in doing runs like that. Minute mines just are not common enough. And then on top of that, I still need good fish, I need good animals, and I need to, like, you know, not lose 2 minutes to a crystal fruit. So it's just too uncommon. Like, you have to save quite a bit of time. I'm just gonna this. I'd rather have the money at this point. There's a route idea that saves a shit ton of time, then 100%. You gotta keep in mind, like, my PB, like, is a really good start, in my opinion. It had, like, 3 rain days in spring. It had a 21-minute mines. This is, like, the ideal start that you can reasonably get. And I'm still 3 to 4 minutes behind my SOB going out of spring. It's just that volatile. Like, I can save legit 2 minutes on just the Mines RNG alone. And then on top of that, like, I've had 7, 8 rain day springs before, which saved 20 seconds each day, or each rain. And my PB has 3, which is above average, by the way. 3 is above average. It's just not reasonable. So it's like, while my SOB is 10 minutes faster than 10 minutes faster, or I have 10 minutes to lose in my SOB to still gain a sub, or still get a sub 2. It just doesn't matter when I lose half of that time in the first 3 splits. Well, yeah, but we already know that you can get sub 2 with remix bundles. It's just not worth the reset time for it. I'm more likely to get a sub 2 off of hard forcing a 20-minute mines than I'm more likely to get a sub 2 off of getting remix, or getting the good remix set. That's how rare they are. And then you still need fishing to go your way. You still need a little bit of the mines to go your way. You still need mail to go your way. Whatever other, like, random shit you need, like bat wings. This run sucks. It had good pace. And then, like, the last 3 floors just was like, fuck it. I haven't played Core Keeper in a long enough time that that joke's not even, like, not even a good joke anymore. It's only good when I am not playing Stardew, and this game doesn't. This game, does Stardew get a new update? Not even good then. I love getting bad luck days. Daytime. You find out money because of the book, but and V just gets to be a passenger and princess all the way to fucking DC. Doesn't even have to drive. Husband has to do it all. We're technically 1 version away from the newest because there's a pretty bad bug on the current version that would lose me like 2 minutes on average per run. So I play 1 patch down where it doesn't have the bug, but it's 1.6 essentially. I'll do a Core Keeper speedrun at some point. I'm just very indifferent with what I'm doing in terms of like, oh, I'm doing Stardew speedruns, but afterwards I don't really know because it's like I've been, yeah, different. I still just haven't even like played through Core Keeper's like new update. When I say new update, I'm talking about I don't need that. Oh man, G. I have a coffee bean and I didn't drop it for a fucking what was I saying? I haven't even played the 1.0 update. perspective, if I wanted to match my gold split in terms of speed, I would need to end the mines about like 15 seconds ago. I would need to be completely done, and I'm still missing 50 ore. Now. Up. Day one was just too slow. What does it matter? Why I dropped the parsnips because I need the tiers. And they're worth more. And I don't need the energy in a run like that. The 2 parsnips are worth 70 gold, where the tier is worth 75, and then I would only want to keep the parsnips if I absolutely needed the energy, and I did not need the energy. I also need the... I need the frozen geodes, or I'm sorry, I need the frozen tier for the community center. I don't use year 1 parsnips for the community center, so they just get sold. Regardless of if I have them or not. One is more important than the other. I'm going to the bathroom. Good warm up though. The slow day one was it. I'll go think for the 55. Hope your day is going well. Happy Friday.
Five.
Being on a plane fun? I would say not because it involves traveling and I don't really like traveling. What a depressing bus stop. Save carrot. I hate when the slimes launch at you and they hit the wall so they stop their momentum, but then you start moving a little bit away from the wall. And then because they're still like doing their charge thing, because it's like sometimes like they do a short jump, sometimes they do a large, depending on like the slime's properties or whatever. So the the momentum of the slime just carries and goes in the like it just changes direction. It like gets unstuck. So it's like you think it's done charging because it stopped moving because it's against the wall, but then it just continues moving for zero reason, or well, for a reason, but basically for zero reason if you don't understand how it works. I had a club, so I didn't have to waste so much time not getting a cherry bomb from that guy. I've gotten a ladder from it too. Oh, I would have. Wow, it would have saved so much energy if I just got a cherry bomb from that guy. Crazy. Surely floor 9's not an infested floor. I guess floor 9 can also have a club, so it's not that world if it is, and then I get the club, but... Floor 8, and I'm already going through my leaks. You can no longer geode skip on 1.6 now. It just plays the animation. Slightly after you. Now, even though I got the club here, I'm still just gonna reset floor 5 because floor 5 has really good money barrels. Like, I don't have to reset for a club at the very least. I just take whatever the barrels on the floor are. Barrels are too pricey to skip. Literally a coal and 150 gold for that. The weight is interesting. Enemies have no, or will take no knockback anymore. Crit doesn't mean shit, but... You could honestly argue minus weight might be better on the club special than +5 attack. Because it's like, if the minus weight allows you to get an extra hit or two in, it's always better than the -5 or the +5 attack on like higher damage weapons. No. There would have to be math. It depends on how many hits you're getting, right? It shouldn't matter for enemies on the ground, but I'm more talking about like serpents, bats. I'd be very interested to see if I can get more than 3 hits on the ghost with it. Like, if you can get more than 3 hits with a ghost on it, I mean, I guess +5 attack is like too much to like compare against. It's literally 15 damage a hit. So much damage lost. Like, even if you got 3 hits with +5 damage, it's literally an extra 45 damage. Hey, going from a run with a magnet ring to a run without it feels so bad. I love how sometimes my brain is actively fighting about the fact that I have a ladder on the floor and I need to leave, but I could murder more enemies instead. And you can just see me like debate. Even though I should just leave, there's no point of killing more. This friend's probably just not gonna have the energy. We're gonna need like 3 or 4 cave carrots on the next floor. Haze isn't abysmal. Again, it's just like, oh. Like I need to give carrots. Got all 4. Oops. There's no color tech in this run because I'm on 1.6 and I'm not using legacy RNG. Color tech doesn't exist because ladders are actually random now. Color tech exists, but you have to specifically use legacy RNG, and I'm not using legacy RNG. Because legacy RNG's barrels are so bad that I'm better off not using colored mines because of it. Like, the clubs that you see me get on floor 5, floor 9, and such just don't exist on Legacy RNG on day 5. Technically, the club exists on day 9, or on Spring 9, year 1, but I'm not sleeping until Spring 9. To attempt to do 2 mine stays afterwards, when I even struggle to just get 2 good luck days in like a 6-day period. The barrels on the newer RNG are just generically better. All right, that's not even on current patch anymore, is it? I forgot that that was changed. Yeah, the barrels on current patch 1.6 just suck ass on Legacy RNG. It's kind of unfortunate. Could be worse. Good money. Thanks for good luck. Once I get a time that I'm happy with, I'll do a video similar to my old world record. Because I know a lot of people are going to question, oh, but in your past record, didn't you say 1.6 is worse? Yeah, at the time. And I'm pretty sure at the time we couldn't even sleep in the coop. Which is a very big reason why this run is so much faster. Sleeping in coop goes burr. Yeah, we also said 1.5 was worse when it came out. Unfortunately, Funny Club has to go because I'm pretty sure Lead Rod is just better than the weight. I wanted to see how I need to test that in like on a Smappy file. I'm curious if I could hit the ghost more than 3 times with a -5 weight weapon or club. I'd be interested. I mean, there's really no practical use because I don't think there's a consistent way of getting a club like that, but... I can't imagine it ever being better than the +5 attack outside of like very specific enemy kills. And the ghost is like one of them. You get +5 attack, -5 weight, because if that's possible, then yeah. But some of them are primary enchantments where you can't get them both. Like, you can't get Slime Slayer and +5 attack. I don't know if weight is a primary or a secondary one. If I didn't enjoy Stardew, I wouldn't be playing it. Yes. No, not at all. This is the most casual in terms of Stardew I get. I don't enjoy playing this game casually. I was a little bit worried about money, and then I just got the 200 crate like 4 times in a row, so it didn't really matter. That said, I still do need a little bit of iron. I mean, I guess I'll just take a 22-minute mine, so it's not that bad. I should have enough. See if it's even a 22-minute mines at this point, because I would have needed to pass out by now if it was. I can't break that. The iron. God, I'm fine on money. I have everything. I literally just need iron to spawn. This is insanity, by the way, in terms of like the lack of fucking iron that is spawning. Crazy that a run ends up being this slow because of how shit that iron spawn was. This should have easily been like a 22-minute mines, and now it's just complete and utter trash. I don't even know why I'm doing it. Three-minute mines, disgusting. Do I want to play this? I'll see how many rain days I get. Very least. It's just not really fun playing this run like 2.5 minutes behind off of rip if I don't get any rain days. Worth the extra money from the stuff you sold, or am I being... What do you mean? I always sell mines materials. I want 32 strawberries on this day. Or are you talking about, would it be worth it to sell like iron and copper if I had extra? No, because I'm gonna have to buy more later, and the more that I can keep, the less money I have to spend on it later. Or my keyboard. It helps with how long I've been playing the game and running this specific category, but yeah, it is a lot of memory. Probably just a reset at this point. No rain. Lol. Playing to run 2 minutes behind. Really want to be playing the run 2 minutes behind. I haven't actually had a run in the last few days, especially since I didn't stream yesterday, so I might as well do the practice for it and actually just continue a run even if the start's not good. As long as we can stay within like 2 minutes, we'll just, you know, instantly save the time in winter. Simply catch every fish first try. I'll think about it. A lot of quality. I care about watering that. Piano strat. I think. It doesn't make a huge difference. Kick is the only streaming platform I don't think I would ever stream to. Well, okay. I say that without being offered absorbent amounts of money because I would get the bag. And then after the contract is over, just, you know, stream whatever the fuck I want whenever I want on Twitch and YouTube. But yeah, without actual like monetary gain, I would never stream on Kick or TikTok. Instagram? I don't even have an Instagram, so probably not. It's kind of the same thing with Facebook. I technically have a Facebook, but I don't even have the login credentials anymore, so. Because the email that I used is gone. I don't care to message Zuckerberg to get it back. Don't care, didn't ask. That place, please. Not forget the mail. Alrighty. Alright, so I just need solar essence and I need 6 bat wings. And a little bit of cash. Acceptable. Killing or breaking, I should say. Yeah, I should break. These were kind of low on stone. Monsters provide the ladders. Gotta get our solar essence and a little bit more iron. Boy. It makes you feel better. Speedruns don't finish the CC in 1 year. A waste of time. Mines. Go even with PB, so don't really mind it. Nothing great, nothing terrible about that. Got everything I needed. Had to get a little bit of extra iron, and that's kind of the reason it became meh. Otherwise, it would have been fine. Had to get a little bit of extra iron due to the fact that I wasn't getting the full blueberry harvest. I think I missed like 5, so I was basically playing down the equivalent of 5 iron ore worth of gold. Yeah. Whole what? Nexus. And install Smappy. Literally just browse Mod Nexus. Your answer. It's basically a mod for anything that you can imagine. A Mod Nexus. You good? Actually, out. 85. Yep, unfortunately. A little bit of time to Gus, but... I don't have to worry about money. I have Ball Forge already. Crazy ring times today. We're on like an average of like 15 seconds. That's crazy. 15-second ring time average for 3 seaweed. That's nice. Very valuable. It's because it was the original timing method, and we're still slowly switching over to in-game time. Also, in-game time is PC only, so anybody not running on a PC can't use it. But it's a much better timing method than non. That was a sardine? I'm actually quite surprised. Oh, those French just dead. Sardine. GG's. Be a miracle at this point. PM ocean finish and I don't even have tilapia. Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, this is depressing. I guess that's just how fish is. Just depression. Real. "20-second wait times followed by a fish that you just don't need for 3 times in a row." I mean, it was kind of over once I had that ocean segment. Whatever. I mean, I guess it's still playable if I just get like a tiger trout right now. But I still have to wait for Gus since it's his doctor's appointment day, so it's not the worst. Pretty bad, but I need to catch another. Oh, great! I got the one time I get an instant ring. I'm not paying attention because I'm expecting a 20-second ring as per usual, and I'm not even fishing level 2 yet, which is crazy. And I caught like 2 extra fish now.
How am I not fishing level 2? Get the eel. Bait OP. Inventory is going to be fun this run, but that's fine. At least the run's playable. I'm actually quite surprised that ending actually worked out. Just missing tilapia, but that's pretty standard. Talking to one of them would have been really devastating because it ruins my gifting odds. Boo. Again, as long as I'm not that far behind going into winter, we're fine, because I have like 2 minutes of time saved just in winter. So it's kind of just like, we're fine. I need 85 pumpkin. Am I touching the... Okay. Actually surprise everything that you do. To be good on money because I do have fall forge already. Nice. Here. One purple, please. I'm not gonna bother with the red. There's a few mushroom trees that I can just do. I have much inventory room, which is a little annoying, but there. Honestly ends up being perfect. And, 18. 2. Yeah, below. Fruit cave. Speedruns. keep the peach, peach, I guess. Five. Quite a few. You know, I wish I could math faster. There's multiple people with enough channel points to reset the run, and there's even somebody who has enough to do it twice. I mean, the run's fine. We're gonna be green post-winter as long as, you know, I don't get completely trolled. Alright, not bad. I've never heard of Dead Rails. It's a game like Stardew Valley. I'm not very interested. Like Stardew Valley because it's Stardew Valley. I don't actually like the Stardew Valley game genre very much. The reason I don't really play other games outside of Stardew or similar games of Stardew that outside of Stardew. They're not fun. I do love my email always being filled with, "You should try our new cozy farming sim game. It's just like Stardew. You'll love it." I'm just like, no, I won't. I know I won't. I know I won't because it's just like Stardew. And if I'm gonna be playing a game like Stardew, I'd rather just be playing Stardew. Well, they do say a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Lowish. Get the that I needed to. They don't get here. Orcus. I played Terraria. Wonder if there's videos on my YouTube channel of me playing Terraria and holding the Moonlord world record at one point. Oh no, I don't think I've played Terraria. Technically not. Rabbit's foot is not a universal loved gift. And he hates it. I used to speedrun Cuphead, but I've never played Hollow Knight. Not even green because of how slow that. Bad. I should have saved a minute 30, and I only saved a minute. I guess technically I'm going to start losing a little bit of time compared to my gold on that segment just because I have to do a little extra thing. But far from the reason why I lost time there. Or didn't gain as much time as I should have. Like magic. I mean, I just hate gifting, so get you. Fucking tell the right amount, please. Stop being an idiot. Holy fuck. need one more exotic. I need one exotic. I'm still missing sea urchin. And I need tilapia. This is me playing casually. I find Stardew pretty boring playing casually these days. Slow. It's also kind of impossible to delete 9 years of game knowledge. So even when I say, oh, I'm playing casually, it's just not casual to 99% of players because I'm just doing things that you wouldn't call casual. Like, I would casually be on floor 20 by, like, the first week of spring, and I wouldn't even say I'm tryharding that much to do that. That would be a casual thing to me. But, like, 99% of the population would say, no, that's tryharding. But that's just how I play the game. I know I can do that.
Nice.
Okay, thank you for the 25. need a tilapia today as well. Good bubbles. There's no way this is a tilapia. Sorry, I hit my mic. This should be a tilapia. Good. that doesn't get blocked in 3 days. Lost. Lost 2. I lost 1. Depends on the direction you come into the bus stop, I believe, and what time of day it is. Grabbing bait, I'm getting max rain times. Oh man, 2 green algae in a row. Wow. Out of all 5 fish that I can possibly get, I need all 5 of them, and I get 2 green algae in a row. Actually criminal. Blind? Where are the bubbles? Unfortunate. I'm blind. I literally still don't see the bubble. I feel like I'm just being gaslit. Oh, I see them now. That's not even a... Alright, well. This run's actual chance of PBing basically comes down to whether or not I get a sea urchin at the beach or not. Alright, let's see if we can do a clean end game then. Pretty average lake fish, by the way. My PB's lake fish is actually just really good, so I'm not surprised. I'm actually happy I only lost a minute. It was a few days ago. New route, go burr. Well, not really, like... Of course, I got 3 different qualities. slowed. Why is there so many fucking right here? Not those bubbles, but I'm just gonna get slowed if I try to walk around. No, it doesn't matter. Okay. I'm gonna get slowed by the time that I'm done with this minigame. Crazy. Wow. Thank you, Jazz. Single player. If this was multiplayer, the run would be done. There is. It doesn't. It does. Slimes don't pause while fishing. It's always been like that. It's stupid, but it's just how it is. The only example that you ever see of it is in the Secret Woods, because it's the only area you can fish with monsters in the vanilla game. So it's not something you see often. And then most of the time in casual playthrough, you murder all the slimes before you start fishing. So it's kind of just like, really only see it in very select few examples, this being the in-game time is still paused is the fucked up part. The slimes are on a different plane of existence. They can move while the entire world is paused. Same with the fish. The fishing minigame happens in a different parallel world and the slimes can still move during it. This is a tuna. I'm trolling. Oh, I'm trolling. Okay, it just played dead. Yeah, okay. It was a really confusing start that I trolled, and then it just died on the spot. Pufferfish played dead. Okay. Fine with me, I guess. Ah, I pressed Y instead of E. Ah. Oh, this street really converted? That's so... am I not? Ow. Hello? This one. Did it before. Well, they're not offset because I didn't have the hay, but oh no, they still are offset. now we can do the funny. I should probably go out and in a few times. You guys are way too far. I do not want to be running to the right side every single time. But better. All the way side. East. Alright, just need animal products, fire quartz. Yeah. Animal products, fire quartz, and oak resin, or I'm sorry, maple syrup. Now I have 5 corn. Imagine getting, like, I'm already late on the animal products, and I still, like, is this guy just, like, bugged? A heart. I've just lost, like, every single chance this guy's produced, like, since I got in the large white egg is a 50-50 loss. By the way. Like, this is legit, like, 5 50-50s in a row I've lost now. Oh, so if it was raining on this day, the run would have died, but I didn't really care at that point. Wait on it. I should be. Alright, Pig, you better fucking produce by the time I get back. I do need to come back and get the maple syrup and the truffles, so it's fine. Pig is fed. We're about to fucking find out. Probably not, but... we're gonna find out. There's a chance that the pig will just not produce the truffle because I think I forgot to feed it. But otherwise, yeah, it's a fine run. Oh no, he's fed. My tool. I really needed him to be produced by now because I still need to get a fire quartz. I'm just gonna go see if I can. Okay, actually. Well, pig wants to run dead, I guess. Like, there's no point of going because I have to do mail. Like, I'm literally waiting on truffles so I can sleep since it's 28th. There's nothing I can do other, like, this is the only item I need. No, I mean, like, he just did not move. I know he just hasn't produced it. Fucking produce. It's not even like he's mad. He was happy. He was fed. Comedy. Come on, use that sniffer of yours. You got this. Every second, there's 60 checks for the truffle to happen. It does a chance of frame. Truffle check from the cart. I'll check it after the run. I know it's... Likely what happened was I didn't remove the grass in front of the barn fast enough, and it tried to produce while in the grass, so it automatically failed the check, and it's not going to do another chance for the rest of the day, is likely what happened. Because it's already quote-unquote failed its check because of the grass. It's in the grass. Am I blind? Is it all the way down here? Produce it. Fucking piggy. Boink. I'm pretty sure it rolls until it fails once. So I'm pretty sure it failed its check, and it probably failed its check when it was in the grass. I'm kind of dedicated at this point to just watching it, but... Invisible? Oh, that's interesting. I'll walk down first, I guess. I mean, it's not worth resetting the day because I already did so much in the morning. It's just like, there's nothing you can do about it. It just didn't produce. It's how it is. I mean, what I could have done about it was get rid of the grass first thing in the morning, but I didn't think it would be an issue. I'm so disappointed. It would have been so much funnier if there was a truffle in the cart. Not the greatest run anyways. 23-minute mines. 2 rain days is fine. I just held my time. Average fish, I was just missing tilapia. Literally just didn't lose 2 minutes to a crystal fruit. This good tuna, average. This is average, so I'm happy I only lost a minute here. Really good puffer. I was fucking up here. It took me forever to get forging level 4. Time save moment. And then our lovely pig. Oh well. It's 5. It was literally the last state. 3 wizards gifts. Not bad. Depression. Alright, bathroom. You needed to delete the fall fish split from No Rain before. Do I? Any fake golds? No, because I've deleted all those. Mainly the fake golds now are winter because I'm doing extra shit on that day.
So winter's technically a fake gold. Pufferfish is a fake gold in the terms of I haven't gold split it with the new route, but I'm pretty sure I can still beat the pufferfish gold split that I have right now with the new route, even though it's slightly slower during that split, because I don't split it till the end of the 25th, and the 25th is when I move all the jars. So I think those two are technically fake splits. Forging should basically be the same. You know, the pig wouldn't have been as big of an issue if I didn't lose 50/50s on the large brown egg and had to sleep until the 28th. Everything else should be the same. I think it's just those two splits. It's not very good. 1059. Fun. 3 seconds off. It's called just remove the grass that's nearby on the day that you want the pig to produce, and then the grass, and then you won't have the issue. Literally, the reason the pig didn't produce is because there are certain invalid tiles that if the pig is standing on, when it attempts to produce, it will just fail its check. And how the pig works is every second it attempts a like 0.005% chance of I'm sorry, like every frame it has a very small percent chance of producing. I'm lost because I'm trying to explain this. So every frame there's a very small chance for the pig to producing. If the pig is on an invalid tile, you're in its hitbox or whatever that can cause the truffle to fail, or the check to fail, it will stop producing for the remainder of the day. Regardless of like friendship level, by the way. Once it fails its check once, it won't produce anymore for the rest of the day. The pigs are guaranteed to produce at least one truffle, or basically guaranteed. The odds that you don't get a pig to do a single check for the entire day is lower than you getting the living fiber hat first try. Like, they are it is an insanely small odds. You're probably more likely to win the lottery than if the pig did not produce the entire day without failing a check. That's how low of an odds it is. Because it's literally attempting to spawn a truffle 60 times a second. So that's why I'm saying it failed its check. And guess what an invalid tile is for the pig to be standing on that causes the pig to fail its check? Grass. Not the texture on the ground, grass starter, the stuff that it eats. So it's actually optimal if you have a pig farm to just have no grass on your farm and just feed them all with hay. Because there's a chance the grass will just make the pig fail to check because it's standing in it, and then it just won't produce the rest of the day. Like, if the pig had 5 hearts, which on average gives you, what, 2.5 truffles a day from a pig, potentially more. If it's just standing in grass when it does its first check, which is guaranteed no matter what the heart level is, it just won't produce truffles for the rest of the day, and it's a useless pig.
are truffles and grass produce. The pig is standing out, or the pig picks a random tile within like a 3-tile range or something that's available. So if the pig is standing outside of grass, produces a truffle, it can produce a truffle in grass because that's a valid truffle producing spot. He just can't be standing in the grass. Which is even more criminal. It's the same reason why you can have, there's like a certain tile on your porch that the pig can actually produce a truffle on because it's a valid tile. Like, you can produce a truffle on, like, it's not that tile. I think it's on the left-hand side. Am I really sure? I mean, from game knowledge and experience, I'm like 90% positive that that's how it works. And if you really wanted to know, you could literally just ask like the mnemonic to look at the code real quick. I don't. My brain's fried. But are you really sure? Yeah. It's like, this is just like one of those things where it's like, it's dumb. You know? There's essentially no explanation as to why that pig didn't produce other than the fact that it attempted to produce on an invalid tile, and the only invalid tile that was nearby was the grass before I cleared it. My pigs sometimes hate. We just need an entire Stardew video clearing up misconceptions in the Stardew Valley community. With the number one, with the very first one being the rock in the beach does nothing for fish. It does not help you in any way. There is no difference between fishing there or anywhere off the left side of the pier at the same distance. I mean, multiplayer just, like, kind of changes everything, because multiplayer is just completely stupid in how it's, handles some things. But in single player, it's, like, how it is. They admitted it. Oh, did he? Pog? I gotta copy a Spubby video who copied another person from a different game where Spubby made basically why an entire explanation of all the tips and tricks that speedrunners use in Terraria. We gotta add that to Stardew. Like, not just like animation canceling. It's like, why do we use preserve jars? Why do we do this shit? Why do we fish in these specific spots? Why do we hit rocks in these ways? Why are dehydrators an awful machine? Why pumpkins are better than cranberries? But blueberries are better than melons. You know, the funny lore behind that, why Shawnee even like made that in the first place, was he asked me, are pumpkins better than cranberries? And I said yes. And then he made the video, and then it was basically him versus Salmans, and I'm just like, okay. I'm the one who just said pumpkins are better than cranberries, and I didn't even give Shawnee a reason why. I just said it. It depends on your play style, realistically. If you have any experience with Stardew Valley and you at least understand that you need to process basically, or attempt to process everything you can, so your goal is to get like preserve jars up ASAP, then pumpkins are basically always better than cranberries at any stage of the game. The one thing that always bugged me about like his short was at the end he literally said like he had some math based off of like level and like quality fertilizer. First off, he completely ignored the fact that DSG exists and you can buy it from Sandy's for 80G each, which is crazy. And then second off, at the end he said, as long as you, and if you always preserve jar or keg, you'll always make more money with cranberries. Well, yes, that is true. If you preserve jar or keg, just do preserve jar in this case because it's more reasonable. If you preserve jar every single cranberry, you will make more money than preserve jarring every single pumpkin. You just need 3 times as much preserve jars to be able to do it in the same amount of time. Yeah, most people struggle to have like 5 or 6 preserve jars in their first year. Yeah, good. That's really good advice, telling them, oh man, let's put in a 75 gold or a cranberry that is worth 75 gold to multiply it by 2 plus 50, where you can put in a 320 gold pumpkin and multiply that by 2 and get literally like 4 times the profit comparatively. And they produce in the exact same amount of time. It doesn't just magically finish a day earlier. Yeah, cranberries is like the cash crop. Like if you're not using any preserve jars, or if you're not using any like preserve jars or kegs, it's better. I think it's on like level 7 or something. I don't remember the math on it. It's dumb. And then again, like pumpkins kind of just outclass them once you start adding in DSG, because you know, you can buy DSG from Sandy dirt cheap on Thursdays. I'm just autopiloting now. I'm kind of unfocused after that last run died. Not gonna lie, so I'm just gonna rant and attempt to do the mines, but probably fail. But yeah, I mean, it's literally just the argument of what situation you're better off using it in, and then generally speaking, if you're doing a specific challenge run, then obviously some things are going to be better than others in specific challenge run. And then this entire argument started before dehydrators were a thing. While I still don't like dehydrators, and I think they're extremely overrated, they are very good at processing your leftover berries, so. And it's better to always machine something than sell something raw, so. Dehydrators have the use for the blueberries and for the cranberry enjoyers. I don't know how the math turns at that point. Again, it's a lot about processing power. Yeah. And it's like this conversation is also like null and void if you have like at least any mid-max knowledge, because if you have any mid-max knowledge, you're literally just doing Starfruit in year 1, and then if you're doing Starfruit, you're probably gonna have a decent amount of processing power and access to DSG. So it's like DSG just makes pumpkins better automatically, because then you're getting 3 harvests of pumpkins. Which, you know, is like very good considering that you would have only have gotten 200 otherwise. A lot of ways. Mainland farm, ancient fruit bats, yeah. Again, my point, like, it's the same thing with like the argument between people with like, oh, bat cave versus mushroom cave. If you have any idea of how to make money in the game, or at least a slight idea of what you're doing, the bat cave and the mushroom cave literally become are literally useless by the time that you get them. It's not worth the time to go out of your way to check them. Mushrooms or whatever. The only like difference is like, do you need a dehydrator? Yes? All right, you get a free dehydrator. Do you specifically need bat tree fruit? Or I'm sorry, tree fruit super early? Yes? Go bats. There's literally like, otherwise, like, the amount of money that you get from them is so pitiful that it's just not worth checking. Ever. And there's always been an argument with the Batcave about, oh, but I wanna craft life elixirs. You wanna know what more cost efficient is? You can sell you can sell the mushrooms that you would have made the life elixir with, and buy salads from Gus because it's more cost efficient. Why are you making life elixirs? Copper is really bad. Yeah, it's not great. Realistically, your choice, like, realistically, your choice just doesn't matter unless if you're doing a very specific challenge run for mushroom versus Batcave. In speedruns, we almost always do Batcave because tree fruit. And we really don't want to go out of our way to check it every other day because it's a waste of time. So the Batcave at least builds up everything, so you check it at once and then you get everything at once. Why'd you path that way? One of those each their own. If Elixir doesn't even give energy anymore, yeah, so it's a max HP restore, which is basically what it was before, to be fair. And half the time you don't get enough value out of it. Because you're generally not saving it until you have 1 HP to drink it. And if you are, you're consuming, you have a secondary food supply, like salads. And if you're doing an actual proper Skull Cavern run, you don't really want 2 sources of food on you because that's an extra iridium slot that you could have had. So you're losing money for having that space. But again, I'm talking extreme ends that just don't matter to 99% of players. So your choice realistically does not make a difference. And it's fine to pick what you want. Also, this mine is... I do want more mines. I'm just not focused anymore. It's like the same reasoning behind basic sprinklers. Like, they are optionally your best choice, and you should use them essentially every playthrough that's not restricting them in any possible way. But a lot of people don't use them because they either hurt their brain with the pattern or they just don't like how they look. Which is, you know, a fair thing to say. If you don't like how they look and that's what you care about, like, don't use them. But to say that they're unoptimal and a waste of resources is just cap. That's more of where I draw the line with it. I'm very much on the optimal side of the spectrum compared to, oh, I want it to look nice. It's not apparent that I delete half my furniture at the start of the run. My more argument is that it's not a waste of resources to make basic sprinklers, because I know that was like a huge thing back in the day when people were complaining about it. It's like, oh, but it's such a waste of iron and copper. It's like, do they stop working after you get quality sprinklers? Like, people act like they're just trash. Like, just get rid of them after you have access to quality. They don't break. They still water. The only time it becomes an issue is when you don't have the space efficiency. Or when you need more space efficiency, which there's really no farm where that matters. Let's be real. Like, unless if you literally have thousands of spots early on that need to be under sprinklers, then you're not going to have the space problem. again, it comes back down to that final argument where it's like, if you're overhauling your farm to make it look better and you don't like the basic sprinklers because they look bad, then you're prioritizing aesthetics over functionality, which is perfectly acceptable. It's just saying that they're a waste because you get rid of them, quote unquote, you get rid of them so early is just you being not efficient. You can deconstruct them later too if you want the iron back, true. And what else are you using iron and copper for? Obviously, Keg's piano, because if they're struggling with the sprinkler debate, they obviously have kegs by that point in time. Kegs. Smile. Oh, no, fucking bee houses, probably. Bee houses and tool upgrades. And they gotta save the iron for the quality sprinklers, obviously. Are you getting level 6? I know. By hand watering. I gotta upgrade my can to steel. Funniest thing is even if I didn't animation cancel, I still wouldn't upgrade my watering can because I would just get sprinklers. Or basic sprinklers, so I didn't have to bother. You're gonna have 25 basic sprinklers for the cost of, a steel watering can. Actually, more if you include the price range. It's like $14.50. So what, you can get what, like 8-9 basic sprinklers for the cost of a watering or a steel watering can upgrade. Because you would need the 5 bars and you need 5 copper, 5 iron bars for the upgrade itself, and then you would need 7,000 gold extra for the 2 upgrades, and then you could have just bought the raw resources for it, and it's like $14.50 a pop. So you could have what? Yeah, it's like 8 or 9 math right now. It would be 5. So you would get the 5 from just the ores themselves, and then like the extra 7,000 you could buy iron and copper for that price. And you could buy, I'm pretty sure you could buy enough to pay for another 5 sprinklers. Maybe, I think it's 4. 4 or 5. So you can have 9 to 10 basic sprinklers for the cost of a, steel watering can. $14.25. I think the 25 makes it so it's only 4, but you're like 200 gold short of it making it 5. Oh, is that just it for the copper? I thought it was more. Okay, maybe less then, my bad. No, that doesn't make sense. Pretty sure I'm right. But again, I guess this entire point is mute because obviously having iron in year 1 is cheating. Dynamos look like apples, yeah. So we're trying to make them happy by completing the CC. Best luck day, by the way. I like autopilot over a ladder or an utter scheme. Well, more of the thing is I wasn't including the price of the first 5 piano because you actually have to get them anyways, so I was basically counting them for free. So it's really just like the 7,000 for the upgrades versus like how many extra could you get, because it would just be 5. I guess the math still ends up the same, so or at least it should end up. Basically just the 7,000 minus however many sprinklers you can get for 7K. I wish I could pick that up. Yeah, but you need iron and copper for the sprinkler. So to do both the tool upgrades, you need 5 copper, 5 iron, which is 5 sprinklers. And then that's not including the price of it, but that's just like the raw resources you need to do the 2 upgrades. So that's 5 sprinklers for those 2. And then you have the 7,000 gold worth of money that you need to actually do the upgrade, and that 7,000 gold could be bought as raw resources. Is the perspective I'm looking at it from. 4.9, yeah. So you should be able to get 9 basic sprinklers for the cost of a iron tool. You're out? No, it's I mean, it's the same core route. There's just a few slight changes for speed. I mean, this run's dead, but Safe play is to pass out now, but I don't really care. Not fast enough.
More mines. I still have more rage bait for you. I'm good.
Woo! Where's the rage bait, Piano? We need more rage bait. Got time for more rage bait. There's no way 2 cave carrots just went 5 floors right there, by the way. Your least favorite area in the mines? It probably just has to be the lava section now. No, I don't really hate the dark floors. I think the lava section is just the lamest. No? Like, I'm counting the dangerous mines, by the way, and those variants. And I just think the cooler lava section is cooler. Like, I like the aesthetics of the aqua area, but the aqua area in the mines is probably has the most annoying enemy in the game, which is the squid. The squid is, like, by and far the most annoying enemy in the game, in my opinion. And while I hate the enemy, I do like the look of the floor. I like the look of the jungle area, even... I guess the jungle area might have the worst and most annoying enemy in the game, because you just specifically need ginger on you. It's never that bad. Yeah, it's either squid or the putrid ghost are the 2 worst enemies in the game, or 2 most annoying enemies. So we still miss out on so many artists of not this shit again. It's not that I necessarily like the dark section. I just don't hate it as much as everybody else. It's like I don't hate the spiral floor as much as everybody else. Same thing as I don't hate the arcade machines as much as everybody else. I don't think Vector's challenge is as hard as people make it out to be. People are just weak-minded. doesn't love banging their head against the wall for hours on end trying to do something? Well, I know what the funny thing is. In the last run, I couldn't see the bubbles, and it's because my my monitor is pretty high contrast. So the bubbles looked like the water, especially in the rain, and that's why it took me so long to find them. Very hard to see the bubbles in the lake because of it. I actually very much like the magma sparklers in the volcano dungeon, the yellow ones, where they have a different attack pattern. And it's clear that they have a chance of having a different attack pattern because they're a different color. And it gives you a chance to react because they stop moving and then dash. So when they stop moving, if you're using a sword like a pleb, you can just block it very easily. Know it's coming. Almost like CA made it so that the enemies have counterplay in the game. Crazy. They're probably arguably the best designed enemy in the game. Cut out strawberries and 0 time Year's visit so you can do the wizard spring and turn them in. Based. Do the wizard earlier. Let's meet the wizard earlier so Demetrius has a lower opportunity of giving us gifts. Genius. Okay. Sure. I don't have room for that. I'm not dropping anything. I don't even know why I'm bothering continuing this. It's like, this is a 23-minute mines. While I have infinite money, I don't have everything else I need, so I'm done with this rage bait. I'm pulling all my worst ideas for this, and you aren't even reading them. Alright, let's read these. So we miss out so many artisan pumpkins, right? I think we can cut Collie for real, for real. You just need a few more basics and plant forage seeds from CC. Forage seeds from CC is crazy, by the way. Also, I think we should cut strawberries and zero time year visit. Then you can do the wizard in spring and turn them in summer year 1. Holy fuck, he's cooking. Let's just like hand water everything too and do the remix spines or remix CC as well. I think that would be genius. And then maybe we can sub 2? Question mark? Fucking genius. Oh, we need fairy strat? Yeah, let's just have a fairy grow up all the crops so we don't have to water. Absolute genius. Do you meet him for the cutscene? I'm pretty sure you do. Am I wrong? Who read that? Has died at fish recently that I haven't deleted. I want it. Wait, this is year 2. Never mind. I can't read. Like, you technically don't meet Willie. Year 2. I have like a... Do I have a winter or fall of year 1? Year 2. Year 2. No. They're all year 2s or summers, which isn't good enough. Game's stupid. Alright, a piece. I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be doing more runs. We're gonna get the leprechaun hat for 500 gold for free. I'm not gonna be rage baited anymore. Alright, I got a piece. I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys enjoying the stream. I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be doing more runs. Hopefully we can get a run similar today. But yeah, other than that, appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate the support. So you guys have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your Friday. Stay safe out there and just take care. Later. Peace.